I'm Siona Sammartino, a Bastyr University graduate and a nutrition and culinary educator. If you're in a rut with your veggie routine or simply looking for a tasty whole food recipe, then join me today as I show you how to make Oriental Slaw with balsamic vinegar. So we have lots of Asian-inspired ingredients with our Oriental Slaw. We have some Napa cabbage. We're going to use baby bok choy. We have some fresh herbs, some cilantro and green onion. We have daikon radish, as well as a dried sea vegetable called arame. We need to rehydrate this. We're going to add, we have about a tablespoon of dried seaweed. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of water over that. All right, and then this is just going to hang out while we cut up the rest of our salad ingredients. You want about 4 to 5 cups shredded Napa cabbage. So all I did was I cut this in half, and then I took my knife and I just made super, super fine cuts here to shred it up. Now, cabbage is one of the best ingredients to soothe and repair the digestive tract. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut up our baby bok choy. I like to separate the green leafy part from the more fibrous part. And then I take my green leaves and I stack them up here and I give them a little roll. We're gonna do a chiffonade cut, which essentially is just to cut into ribbons. So you can nice thinly slice it. Green vegetables are some of the best for nutrients, and I love getting them in wherever I can. All right, and then we're also going to cut the bottoms. And I do the same thing. I just kind of shred it here with my knife. You can also cut it in half to make it a little bit easier, and then put these flat so it's nice and sturdy, and then go ahead and run your knife through. This is going to add some crunch to our salad as well. All right, so we have about a cup of baby bok choy. And lastly, we're going to cut up our sea vegetable arame. So sea vegetables are extremely loaded with minerals, which our body uses for about every metabolic process. And they outdo land vegetables by about 30%, so there's nothing quite like them. If you're freaking out because you're thinking, what, sea vegetables, kind of gross? Don't worry, we're going to sneak them in, and I'm going to show you so that you don't even taste it, I promise. So I just come in here and I give a rough chop. You want these to take about 10 minutes to rehydrate. Arame is a very mild seaweed, so it's a really great starter seaweed if you've never had it before. All right, we're going to compose our salad now. We have our tablespoon of arame that we rehydrated in water and roughly chopped. We have our baby bok choy that we thinly sliced here. We have 4 to 5 cups of Napa cabbage. All right. And then we have about a 1/4 cup of shredded daikon radish, a 1/2 cup of shredded carrots for some yellow color, added nutrients. The daikon radish happen to also be really great for the immune system, so it's a little added bonus. And then our fresh herbs for a pop of color and flavor. We have about a couple tablespoons of some fresh cilantro. You can add as much as you like. And then we have 3 whole green onions that we've thinly sliced, both the bottoms and the tops. Now all we need to do is make our dressing, toss it together, and it's as simple as that. We are using some extra virgin olive oil here. We're going to use a 1/4 cup. It's easy to build it in this glass measuring cup. And then we're using a balsamic vinegar. And although this is not traditional in Asian cuisine, it's super yummy because it adds a nice sweetness to our salad. So I'm going to use about 1/8 of a cup of this golden balsamic vinegar. And then we want to add about 1/2 teaspoon of stone ground mustard, and this is going to help to emulsify our dressing, bring together our oil and vinegar. So 1/2 teaspoon-ish going in. Here's an Asian-inspired flavor for you. We have some ginger. This has really bright lemony qualities. It's also great for the immune system and high in nutrients. It's going to add a nice zesty quality to our dressing. We're doing about 1/2 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger. For some added sweetness, we're going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of some raw honey. This is high in enzymes and, of course, strong in flavor. And lastly, we're going to add about 1/8 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and this is going to give a nice spiciness to our dressing. If you don't love spiciness, you can always cut this back or leave it out. And then we just stir to combine and emulsify our dressing. This has some nice healthy fats and lots of yummy flavors to coat our vegetable Oriental Slaw. So we're going to toss to coat our salad with our dressing, and then we're going to top it off with some toasted sesame seeds, and that's it. Use as little or as much of the dressing as you want. You don't want to have your salad pooling in dressing, so just be cautious of that. So you can always add more. And we're going to toss to combine here, and we got lots of pretty flavors and colors. I can't wait to dive into this one. And that black flecks of that arame just adds such a beautiful contrast. All right, so we're going to top this off with some toasted sesame seeds. We're going to give it a taste, and we're done. So I like to add a couple of teaspoons of some toasted sesame seeds. These are brown sesame seeds. Toasting them really brings out the flavors and also makes them more easily digested. So your body can get more of those nutrients and healthy fats from them. All right, we're just going to plate this up. And this serves as a wonderful side dish for your next barbecue or picnic. I love to put it on the side of some grilled halibut or chicken. All right, now that you know how to make this tasty, nutritious, and easy Oriental Slaw with balsamic vinegar, you're only one bite away from radiant health. I'm Siona Sammartino. Thanks for joining me in the Bastyr kitchen. I'll see you next time.